Well, I don't need an audience. Off where you were going. Go on then, off it. Have a nice time.
Okay.
Cards? Oh, birthday cards. All right. It's my daughter's and granddaughter's birthday. I know.
Oh, at least you remember that one.
Well, you've been talking about it for the last hour, so I could hardly forget, could I?
Well, I don't know. You seem to forget other things.
Nothing important, don't worry. Alright, love you. Have a nice day.
Ah! Just words to you.
You go in there.
Not this time, darling. Not this time. I can't cover you on children.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going.
You're still here.
You can still talk.
Yeah, no, but I was going to do this because although part of this present was for you.
It won't fit me.
What do you mean it won't fit you? Yeah, but this bit, you like this bit, didn't you? What'd you say?
Thank you very much for the fruit and nut bar.
From Kenneth. From Kenneth. Kenneth. No, not Keith. Kenneth. So, Mr. Green sent my wife a fruit and nut bar to say thank you for something.
Mr. Green.
Yes. I like this as well.
Well, it's...
You sharing? Don't do that. You could share, because half. I'll share my half of the present with you.
No fairness, Ian, you don't deserve to share.
Okay, love, see you later. Drive carefully. Bye bye. Love you loads.
Hang on, I haven't gone
You haven't gone yet.
yet.
What? Right. See you later. I'm sure I can cut something out of this. We had a parcel. This actually came a couple of days ago, but I've been a bit busy and preoccupied with the barn shoot and editing and everything like that. So anyway, Kenneth sent my wife this as a thank you for the very entertaining video that we shot when she and I went off in the tractor to collect the steel for our barn. So that was very thoughtful of you, Kenneth. Thank you for that. She did appreciate it. He also sent me a gift in the same vein, as in from what happened on the tractor. So it's very generous of you, Kenneth, to send me a cricket box, so that next time I do a tractor journey with my beloved anywhere, I can put this on and protect my gentleman's area from being interfered with by my wife. Even though apparently she has a license for that. She can interfere with me whenever she wants. It's a one-way license, apparently. It's a license that she has, but I don't. Anyway, when we opened this, we had a jolly good titter, and it was thought that, you know, we ought to really share this on camera, that, yeah, Kenneth has a wonderful sense of humour and good tasted chocolate, and thank you very much for protecting my gentleman area. Right, so this morning, guys are off doing some tree work. They don't need the cherry picker. There's nothing going on with the barn today as far as I'm aware, but I do need to take one of the bulkhead lights off from the old barn because it's going to be in the way for the new valley gutter. So that's my job this morning. I actually got a little poke off of the electrics for that the other day, but that was my fault because those lights are wired in via as a light sensor, but in a plug. And I'd left it unplugged, and I think I left the plug out and it got rained on. So I think there was a bit of moisture in there. So when I plugged it back in the other day, it even made Tim jump because there was a bit of a crack and I had a little bit of a sensation go down my arm. So anyway, so when that happened, I've actually isolated the power down there. So we're going to go down now, take one of the bulkhead lights off. I'm probably going to take the bulb out of that bulkhead light and put it on the far end because the bulb's gone on the far end one. And then we can basically wire it back in again and plug it back in. That's what I'm doing this morning, okay? So, yeah, just moving a bulkhead. I should So exciting. Come on, biscuit. Right then, we are going to need come on, biscuit. Go on then. Right, that is definitely unplugged. That's empty. And I will check. But no, I didn't turn it back on again because I've got no lights. Off, off, off. That's all off. It should be impossible for me to electrocute myself. This was some bulkhead lights I put up a few years ago. So I expect some of you will go, ooh, dodgy wiring. Well, yeah, maybe, but you know what? They have worked for quite a long time, and after I put them up, I did actually get them tested by our local Sparks, and he said it was fine. Right. I just hope I can get to it all. Those top ones might be a bit difficult as I get dumpy out. No worries. So I'll probably have to redo all this wiring anyway. Obviously this bulkhead light's no good here at all because it's in the way of the gutter. Off you come. Oh, 2 screws gone. He's broken anyway, so I'm not going to use him again. And the screws are in the basket, so right, gasket off. Gasket. Come on. Light bulb out. Energy saver. We'll put that in the bulkhead, the other end that's actually busted. And that in there is all our connections. So I just need to undo all this lot take this fella off, put a box connector on these, tuck it inside out the way, and we should be reasonably good to go. Yeah, I don't need that bit. Right, I want that one. Why are you stuck in there? Come out. Right. I can go in there. I suppose I could have put the head mount on for the camera, but I don't know where it is. That's cables out. So we'll get the box off now. Well, I hope both the screws are that short. Drop that one. The E is for short. Okay. Right, back inside. Gotta be careful not to damage the cable. We don't want to damage the cable. Now, strictly speaking, I should put proper like Bakelite junction box on there, but this is only going to be a temporary fix. Like, this is not meant to be permanent in any way, shape or form, so maybe we'll do an electrician's nightmare. You can go off there. You can come up there. I was getting fed up with the noise. All I got to do is open it to start again. Right, you can go in there. You can go in there. Which means that you can go in there. You can go in there. This is electrics in probably its simplest form. Don't get any simpler than this. That's earth, that's earth. We'll cut off the surface of that in a minute. You can go in there. So like I said, this is electrician's nightmare, but we should be back here in a week or so to actually put this back, and at the end of the day I don't even have to make this circuit live. I can just as easily live without these couple of lights, because it's only that bulkhead light now that's being lit up in here and one at the far end. They're just a bit of added security for the farm, because I can just see what I'm shooting at out my bedroom window, but I don't actually have to turn these back on. I probably will, but I don't have to. Recycle that. That can be tucked under there. That can go there, because if we get any wet on it, it'll drip off of that. So always wise to, if you've got a cable outside, I mean this is indoor, this isn't really outdoor cable anyway, this is indoor cable. This is the stuff that's usually hiding behind your plasterboard in your kitchen for your lights. But if you're going to do it outside, if you keep your connectors up as high as you can, and have a bit of a drip line down, if any wet gets in here, the idea is any wet flows away from your connectors rather than towards them. Does that make sense? Right. Is it going to start? I'm glad about that, because there's nobody else here. Sorted. You don't want to follow the hole. Quite as windy as it was yesterday. Still some breeze about though. So this is just changing a bulb. This bulb went a month or two back actually. It's been one of those things that I've got to remember to do. So, but even if I don't turn the power back on down here, I will turn it on to try it, to test it, make sure it does work, just in case I need it. but yeah, that was a bigger bulb, wasn't it? Oh well. That one can come out. 20 watt, 11 watt. I'm going to go and get a bigger bulb. Back in a minute. That's more like it. There you go. Yes, I plugged the bulb in, put it in a bayonet socket and tried it before I brought it down because that would be stupid not to. So I know it works. Right, put all that together. You can go up there. That's obviously top, that's bottom. Make sure you put them on the right way up so they drain out. Four screwed out, so. Like I said, these bulkhead lights are probably about 15 years old, and the plastic lenses really are starting to show their age now, but I don't know, they're not good for another 5 years. Ain't going anywhere anyway. Well, while I was up there, we're not going to need that net anymore. I thought I might as well take it down, but that's that end off, that end off. I just need to get that bit up there in the middle. Luckily I have that. I've been having a little bit of a clear up. So, taking down the nets, got rid of the gates, dug out most of the weeds. I know there's some land drains down in there, which I'm going to try and pick up with that later on. But in the meantime, I've literally just put a couple of little trenches in, or just scratched the surface about, get rid of the surface water in there. Once that's dried up in there a bit, apparently we've got a dry week coming, so once that's dried up in there a bit, maybe I can make a set to and actually start putting some of these drains in. But there's no point in doing that while I'm putting a bit of water, so it was just a case of let's get rid of some of it while we can. I've gone and done it again, haven't I? Go on. So when I came down this morning, a lot of this site was full of water, quite full of water. So I thought, you know what, I'll just dig a little trench and I'll drain it out, and that wouldn't be a problem. Did that, it was draining away quite happily. Went off and did some other jobs, put some stuff for me down. Came back and thought, well, I wonder if I just put a shallow little trench at the back of the pillars. I got to put a land drain down here later on anyway, but if I just put a little shallow ditch in there for the time being, maybe I can stop the water that's coming down across here. Maybe I can catch that and get rid of it. So I did that, started digging along here, yeah, and that was going okay, wasn't too bad. Time was getting on a little bit, but I know the land drain in this corner of the barn's not that deep. If I dig down, maybe I can dig down, I can find it, and then tomorrow I can connect it all up. So I start digging, don't find anything, start digging a bit more, don't find anything, and then all of a sudden, and bearing in mind, I put all these in, so I should know they're there, all of a sudden, I've got the main drain that goes down through there, I've got that fella there that was connected up to that drain pipe, with a kink in it, but it was still working. I've got the water main coming into the barn on that pipe there. I've got another pipe going that way, which I can't remember putting in at all. That one there, I know, goes up the side of the barn over there, so I know he comes down here. I knew he was here somewhere. But we're not forecasting any rain tonight, so it's kind of not a real panic. But now, I think Tim's coming back tomorrow, and I've got a funny feeling the guy who's putting up the safety nets and the scaffold might be here tomorrow or Wednesday. And now I've gone and dug holes everywhere, including the dirty great big hole there, which is bound to be in the way. Now I've kind of got myself into a spot because I have got some perforated land drain and I've probably got enough to go across there, but it's a case of, well, now that hole's open, I want to connect this up, but I also want to connect up the gutter on there. So I need to put a trench across that way as well. And I was thinking, why did I start this? So I'm going to have to go and get some pipe. I got the drain pipe, but the thing is, I want to connect up the water tank over there. Well, it's a bit daft to open up a trench across here to put a land drain in, to then close it up again, to have to dig another trench to come down, because I want to come to this post anyway, or to there, I'm not quite sure. I might just bring it to that corner. It might not be the end of the world, but you know, you start off with, oh, that's a good idea, I'll just go and do that, and then hang on a minute, oh no, if I do that, I can't do that, and if I do that, I have to do that, and it's like, oh right, okay. I've just put a message up on the members for the video I put up tonight saying there may not be a video tomorrow because I got a funny feeling I'm going to be up to my elbows in that and that tomorrow. So tonight, do I, because there's still water draining down here and water is going to find its way into that hole. Whatever I do, it's going to get in there, but as there's a land drain, it should not get deep. And I am going to have to cut that land drain to join in sooner or later, so, and that will drain it away. So do I put the little bucket on and start pulling from there, that middle pipe? I kind of need to go in between those two posts. I want to put a drain right through the middle of the barn, backfill that with clean stone, then I'm going to have a second drain that's going to come down the side of here, which will pick up the gutter off the end, and into here. I just hope that 4-inch pipe can take everything, because that's got to take all the water off this barn and half of that one, plus anything it picks up off the floor, which won't be a lot, because I think that as far as the surface water is concerned, I'm going to try, well, some of it's bound to come in here, but I am going to try later on this year, if I can, to put a standalone trench in up here and put another drain in somewhere else. Water, drainage, it's important. I need to get this right. It's either that or I bring it all to that point there, and if the worst comes to the worst, I'm going to have to take the 4-inch pipe out from there on down and replace it with 6. I might just have to do that. Bring it all to this point, I know where they all are. Hope it can take it. So this 4-inch pipe here goes out into the field and out into the middle of the field. There is a second 4-inch pipe that goes down that fence line. So maybe, if nothing else works, maybe I can connect into there and share the load. Don't know if that works, but I'll basically have all this lot into 2 4-inch pipes then. Maybe. Right, well, I can stand here all evening. It's 6. I can stand here and talk about it, or I can just get on with it.